Alright. What's up, YouTube? Yes, I'm still alive, if anybody cares. Probably not, but anyway, here I am. Sorry I haven't posted a video in quite a long time. I'm going to try to make this one as quick as possible. I have a tendency to run a little long in most of my videos, so let's get right down to it. First things first. I had intended a long time ago to do a video thanking all of the bigger businesses that have begun to send me some free stuff. Of course I like free stuff. Who doesn't? So I'll probably get a better video of all that stuff up soon and show off all the really cool free stuff that they've given me. But for now, GHS Strings sent me this awesome shirt. I love GHS Strings. Been using them for years and years. So thanks to those guys. The guys from Switchcraft sent me these cool keychains. They sent me like a whole handful of these things made out of cable ends. So those are awesome. The guys from All Parts sent stuff like these little radius gauges. Gosh, Crown Audio sent me a bunch of stickers and all kinds of cool stuff. Bunch of people sent me stuff, so I will try to get a video up and show all of said stuff off at some point. But alright, down to what I've been working on. Some of you guys probably remember this this body. This is for my good buddy Mr. John Tudor. This was actually a wedding gift for him, but he went ahead and got hitched, so they forewent the big ceremony and everything and bought their house instead. So congratulations, John. But now it gives him a say-so in the parts that I use and everything, which is kind of a cool thing because it's nice to have his input on, well, a guitar that's going to be made for him. So I know this project has taken a really long time, but two things. First of all, there's really no time restraint on it. He's not in a major hurry for it. Yes, he'd like to have it. He'd like to have it yesterday, but you know, he wants a really awesome guitar in the end. So, you know, he's understanding. And then secondly, the project's being kind of governed by his ideas and how much they cost. So, you know, you might have a really great idea, but at the same time, the flip side to that coin is your really great idea may cost a lot of money and you may have to save up for it. Which is the case with most of John's ideas, like my own. So, can't remember what stage this was at when I did my last video, so I'll just run through it real quick. 17-piece body, middle stripes black walnut, and then it goes white soft maple, Spanish cedar mahogany, every other stripe all the way out. 17 pieces in total. Like I said, I can't remember where it was at last time, but since then I've done, I know that in the last video I hadn't done the top carve yet, and this still has to be, you know, worked over completely and final sanded and everything, but got the top carve in, pickup cavities are in, neck cavity, did the dishing inside the cutaways. Everything's looking really nice. There's a lot better pictures of this up on my Facebook page. Just search JLH Custom Guitars on Facebook. I actually got the chance to go back to my hometown of Elkhart, Indiana, and John got to see this face to face for the first time and give me some much needed input and everything, and he seemed to really be happy with it, so that's always a good thing. And there's pictures of him looking at it and all that, and there's actually a video on the page of him test driving my last build, the Cantrell Tribute guitar that I did, that I think is, I would like to think, a step above the actual G&L, but you guys let me know. But it's a really cool video of him test driving that, so anybody that wants to see that, just cruise on over to the Facebook page and check that out. Alright, some of the stuff about this guitar, okay? The pickups for this guitar. Some of you may remember that a while back I was part of a little pickup building venture called Tambertone Pickups. Okay, for various reasons the project didn't work out, and you know, parties split their separate ways. I'm doing this now, and the main guy that I was working with, Nick Cardello, His name's actually Nicholas Cardello Jr. You can look him up on Facebook. I actually I can't talk today, referred John to Nick to do the pickups for this build. And these are some of those. That's what they look like. I've only got the one in a ring right now, and it's not even the ring that's going to be on the guitar because I'm building wooden ones. So, but here, let me show this to you. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but really extremely high quality pickups. This particular one has black pole pieces, and they are all adjustable. Nick makes fabulous, and I'm mean in every sense of the word, fabulous pickups, and just sound great. And he will give you the total rock star treatment. If you know that you like a couple different pickups or whatever, he will do his best to find the building specs on those pickups, no matter what company they're from, and find out from a technical standpoint why it is, what the common thread is between the pickups that you like, and try to establish why it is that you like those particular pickups. And he'll build you something at a competitive price based around those specs. And I mean, like I said, you're going to get a really high quality hand built set of pickups at a very competitive price. You know, you're probably in most cases going to spend less than or right at the same price of a set of pickups that you would have bought from a bigger company for these, which are going to be, like I said, hand built and are going to be to your specifications. So if you're in the market for new pickups, this is my shameless plug. Check out Cardello Pickups on Facebook. That, and just for reference, his last name is spelled Cardillo. So, Nicholas Cardello Jr. That's that project. Next coming along great. It's elsewhere right now, otherwise I would show that to you. But that's this project. The next project, okay, it's under this. This is my disclaimer, okay? This next project is one that while I was in Elkhart, John gave me to finish. Yes, John, probably the best guitar player I know for as long as I've known him. The highest compliment I can give the guy, he is an amazing guitar player. Disclaimer, just because you can play a guitar doesn't necessarily mean you should try to build one. Point in case. Check it out. Okay. Didn't want to scratch the first project by the frets, so I put a little cloth down. Yeah. John started this quite some time ago, decided to build a guitar, okay? Wasn't happy with standard guitars that you can buy in your local store. So he thought, well, I'll build something custom and it'll be awesome. Well, that could be the case in some cases, but more times than not, most people don't realize just exactly what all goes into building a guitar and how hard every step is. He started off on a good foot. He bought a carven neck through, and for some of you that are not versed in that, what that means is that the wood that runs down the back of the neck runs all the way through the body. All the way through the neck, all the way through the body, all one piece. So this is a really great road to take if you're just starting out building, because a lot of the work's been done for you. Point in case. Truss rod cavities already routed inside the neck. Truss rods already installed. Fingerboards already glued on. Inlays are already done. And your fretwork's been done. Okay? Fretwork could always be refined and made better. Chances are you buy something like just a neck through, or even a neck from an aftermarket company, you could make the fretwork better, but if you have enough skill to build the rest of the guitar, your guitar will play reasonably on the frets that are in most, pre-bought things like that. So that's that. So he started off on a great foot, had some great ideas, had some bad ideas, had some things kind of reveal themselves to him that they were much more difficult than what he thought. Okay, first of all, let's see what we don't like about it, okay? First and foremost, seriously, John, a cutaway that goes halfway up the neck, yeah, that wasn't practical at all. So, I mean, one of the biggest reasons he decided to have me rework this guitar is that it's never going to fit in a standard case. I mean, you're either going to have to get an extra large gig bag, like I guess you could buy a base gig bag and take the thing from show to show. But why? It's just not practical. So the cutaways are ridiculous, and so he wants me to trim those down. He had some pencil marks on it where he thought it would be good, but told me to kind of, do with it what I could. So I put some new marks on it where I think it'll look decent. I wish I had a little more room to play with to make it a little more, at least, Strat-ish looking. But this will be different. It'll be cool. So, cool. But I've got to have those approved, and then I'll cut those out. And then the other thing I really didn't like about it is when I got the guitar in my possession, there was no center line on the body. For those of you who have little to no knowledge about guitar building, luthier work, a center line is exactly as you would think. It's a line that marks the exact center of the body, and the exact center of the body has to meet up with the exact center of the neck. Gotta be straight as an arrow or the guitar will never work. Okay? He obviously had a center line on it at one point because he correctly, to his credit, located the bridge position. So there had to be a center line on there at one point because the bridge is in the right placement for the scale length and is on center and is exactly, it's not skewed, like that or something stupid, so he had a center line on there at some point, but obviously he's sanded it off at one point. So how are you going to locate where the pickups went? I don't know. But anyway, it was a lot of work, but I got the center line reestablished, got the pickup cavity for the bridge pickup on there. I have to make a new template for the neck pickup because since it's a neck through, my template, because I have the clear plastic StewMac template, will not wrap around the fingerboard. So I have to make one that has the little notch. They ought to make them that way. I should. That's a great idea. Now StewMac's going to steal it because I, made a video. Dang it. But, they should make one that has a notch so you can just butt it up against there and mark it out. So, there you go, StewMac. Steal my idea. Whatever. But anyway, so I got to do that, and then I'll cut that out. And that project will be underway. Been doing a bunch of repair work. I did a setup on a guy's Ibanez RG. Wanted it in C standard. That was a nightmare, but I got it. I've got another job that I'm doing for him right now. That is a Les Paul copy restoration. Like looks like an ugly bomb went off on it because he hands me the guitar. It's like a Cherry Sunburst Les Paul knockoff, and he's like, I don't care what it looks like, just make it work. And then hands me a box containing a bunch of parts. I'm talking like 4 or 5 pickups, if you want to call them pickups, because they were like stock Epiphone pickups, and you know, I mean, there was nothing really great in this box of parts, but the guitar was stripped of everything. No pickup rings, no pick guard, no pickups, no pots, no wiring harness, no switch, not even strap buttons. There was an incorrect nut glued to the top of the neck. I mean, the thing is just, you know, catastrophic. So, but he's like, here, make it work. Here's a bunch of parts. Just choose whatever you want and make it work. So I can make it work, but it's gonna be ugly, you know. So I'm trying to make it look as good as it can, but you know, I can only do so much. But I like doing the work for the guy, otherwise I'd charge him an arm and a leg. But he always makes part of his payment. He asks like, well, can I pay a little bit less if I give you this other guitar? And so he's always giving me guitars. And so, I mean, I repair guitars. So it's like, yes, I'll take a free guitar. You know, I'm not going to turn down a free guitar that I can turn around and sell for probably more than what the repair would have costed in the first place. Sure, you know, no problem. It's like I resoldered like a switch or something for him one time, and he's like, here man, you want an Epiphone Les Paul Gothic? I'm like, yes I do. So I mean, it was stripped of all its parts too, but I can put cool stuff in it instead of just stock Epiphone stuff. So yes, I'll take that. So, like doing the work for him. Pictures of all that stuff up on the Facebook page. So, feel free to check that out. I know I'm running long again after I said that I was going to try to make this quick. So, I'm going to try to wrap this up. All kinds of cool stuff in the works. I would love to say that JLH is growing by leaps and bounds, but leaps and bounds are probably in reality more like baby steps. But I'll take the blessings the Lord gives me as He sees fit to give them to me, and try my best not to complain along the way. So, like I said, check us out on Facebook and like the page if you're so inclined. Check out Cardello Pickups. Thanks to everybody that's sending me free stuff. If you have free stuff to send, you're more than welcome to contact me and do so. I love free stuff as much as the next guy. Probably try to get some better videos up here, hopefully in the near future. I have my iPod now that I can do videos on a regular basis, so hopefully they'll be more frequent. So until next time, I'm out. Deuces.